Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome Friday. Welcome back. Happy Friday, everyone. We are back here with another 2-Bit Circus Foundation hour of creative play, right? And we have Robert here with us today. He is already busy playing, which is awesome, huh, bud? You say good morning to everybody?
Good morning.
See, I didn't have your help this morning. I butchered our whole introduction. Well, anyways, good morning. Welcome back. We have a fun activity that we're going to do today involving Legos, math, and playing cards. And Robert is already off to building with his Legos, but he doesn't know that we have a special treat in store for him that he's going to be able to build with today. Did you know that, Robert?
Is it something I like?
I think it's going to be something you like. You ready to look at the directions and see what we could do?
It has to be Fortnite, Luigi's Mansion, Zelda. Those are the stuff.
All
Or
right.
poker. Luigi's poker.
Well, maybe we're going to see what we could do with stuff like that. Maybe, okay? But look, this is what we're going to do today. We have a deck of playing cards in front of us, right?
Those are poker cards.
Oh, poker cards, cool. You can play poker with them. What other card games do you know? What other card games?
Pokemon?
Pokemon card games? Okay. But we played some other games like War, right?
Oh, yeah.
The game Egyptian Poker, right? What other games do you know? Go Fish, right? Well, we're going to play a different card game today that we made up, all right?
It's called Biology.
It's called Biology. Okay, well, maybe it has something to do with biology. I think you're going to call it Biology? Is that going to be the name of the game?
Yeah,
All right.
Biology.
So our name of the game is going to be Biology, okay? So what we got to do first to play this game is you have to remove all of the cards that have faces on them, like the jacks, the queens, the kings, and the aces, okay? And we have to move those to the side. So I moved those two out. Let's go through here and see if you see any other ones.
I saw one.
Oh, okay, and look, hold on. The easiest way to do this is to spread them out across the table, okay? There's another one here. So let's throw those to the side and keep going up. I found another one.
Hey, why did you put him on? He's the greatest card.
He's the greatest card. The king is the greatest card. I thought the ace is stronger than the king.
Yeah, the aces.
Right.
The special ace. You gave it away. Wow.
I gave it away.
Great job.
So, oops, right now, my comic things fell.
Away.
We are removing all of the face cards. Another face card.
Bye-bye.
Another face card.
Bye-bye.
Another face card.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Awesome. So I think all we have left here now is
Just do the face cards.
our number cards, right?
Face card.
Oh, you found another face card. We missed one. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Nothing else in there, huh? Awesome. And everybody on the internet is happy to have Robert back.
There's no
Yeah.
Cupids.
But those are okay. We need the numbers on the front. All right, so now let's put all the cards together. We kind of mixed them up here, which is good because we wanted to shuffle them all together. Okay? So shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Wait, are they gonna watch us play poker?
How do you know so much about poker?
Commercials?
Commercials, okay. He's watching it on TV, huh? Because I'm not even a big poker player. All right. So we have all of our cards here with numbers. I'm going to move all of these off camera.
You need the little circle things for poker.
Oh, the chips. The chips, right?
I have some lost in my room.
Yeah. You got poker chips in your room for it? You've been gambling on the side when I don't know. Anyway, what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and shuffle the deck of cards. We're going to try this again. Today is just not my morning, huh?
Maybe you didn't have 40 cups of coffee.
I didn't have my 40 cups of coffee this morning. I think that's what it was. All right.
Or you watched too much TV last night.
Maybe. Okay. So I'm shuffling all the cards together. Right?
I'll get the chips.
No, we don't need chips for this. We're gonna use Legos instead of chips.
Ooh, Lego chips.
So
We're gonna make Lego chips?
So this is what we're gonna do. Hey, look here. Look. I gotta tell you the rules, dude.
I got chips.
Okay, awesome. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you 2 cards to start. Okay? So we have 2 cards there. And when I flip these cards over, you're gonna look at the numbers and you're going to have to get Legos to match the numbers on each card.
So I have
Okay? So let's do an example here.
with some chips.
Let's do an example here. I flip this card over. What number is there?
The 7 hearts.
7 of hearts, right? Awesome, the 7 of hearts. So I need you to get 7 Lego pieces of the same Lego piece. So you could use your blue ones if you want, since you have your blue ones there. You have 7, right? So let's put 7. 1, 2, 3.
7!
That looks like a lot more than 7 on the table. How many is that 7 together? Yep, that looks like 7. So let me move those off. I was counting for you. Let's put those over here. Line them up in a row above the card. 1. Oh, let's be neater than that, dude. Come on. Alright. So we have 7 Lego pieces. Let's just do a count again to make sure. 1.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Awesome. Now let's flip over the second card. Ooh, we got 2 big numbers to start.
7.
You are 7. Okay, buddy. So now, let's get, how many more Lego pieces do we need? How many more do we need here? Well, let's put them here. So we want to do 8, right? 1, 2. I know I haven't explained the activity to everyone yet. I will do that in a moment. I just want to get Robert started here with an example, okay? And then we'll go over what we're going to be doing exactly here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
And
8.
winner, give me my treasure.
You haven't done anything yet.
Okay.
Treasure yet. Come here. Whoa, where are you going?
Whoa.
Alright, bud.
I'm right here.
So this is what we're going to do. Come over here. And the problems are going to get more challenging each. Alright, look here, buddy. So we have 7 on this side and 8 on this side, right? So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be using cards to give us numbers, and we're going to be creating math problems, simple addition problems. So we're going to start with 2 numbers, and then we're going to move on to 3 numbers and maybe 4 numbers and 5 numbers. And this is really good because this is a lesson that you could do with kids Robert's age, younger, and probably 1st grade, right?
I'm 2nd grade.
Well, now you are, right? So you already know this skill, right? And before we go on camera today, he goes, are we doing that same lesson you already did with the cards and the counting and the adding, huh? That's what you said this morning? So Robert already knows this skill, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyways to showcase here. And I added a little twist that Robert hasn't done with this activity yet before. And that's what he doesn't know, okay? So Robert, let's do this. What's 7 plus 8? He's trying to do the mental math in his head counting. I see his fingers moving.
15.
15, right? Awesome. Now, one thing he could have done, and Robert, you could have done this too, is you have 7 Legos on this side and 8 Legos on this side. So I know you were using your fingers and you were doing it in your head because you got past this easy part right
I
already.
was using blocks in my head.
You were using blocks in your head, Legos in
And I
your
was
head.
counting with the... So I started at 8. I didn't have to count any of the 8.
Because you already
I
know
just
8.
added 8.
Okay. Yeah, explain to everybody what you did. So you started with a bigger number first, or the smaller number?
Bigger number.
Oh, so you went 8 plus 7 instead of 7 plus 8. Will that give you the same answer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, tell us what you did then. Tell us more.
As I was counting with my fingers,
Mm-hmm.
I used blocks connecting them with video game pads in my head.
Okay, so you were using video game pads as bricks in your head instead of using the bricks we have in front of
But
us?
the blocks equal 2, so I would get there faster.
So you were counting by twos?
And the video game pads were 1.
Okay, sounds like a complex process. So right here we have 8, right? So like you said, I heard you say this earlier. You said that you had 8 already. You didn't have to count those because you know 8, right? And then you counted the 7 to put into the 8. So you went 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? And that's how you came up with your answer. So you picked because addition is commutative, right? It goes each direction. It doesn't matter, right? So 7 plus 8 is the same thing as 8 plus 7. So you started with a larger number, added those already up, and then just added the additional to them. Interesting. Good job, bud. So what we're going to do next, and this is the part Robert's going to have fun with, is we have the numbers here. Robert solved the problem correctly. So I have a stack of flashcards here.
This will be the chips,
Nope. That have words on them.
like horse.
They have different words on
I
them.
know one has horse.
Okay? And we're going to lay these out like this for Robert. And now Robert has to pick a card.
And then I have to act like it.
You could act like it if you want.
Okay.
That could be part of the game. Okay?
Fork.
So
I
Robert
don't get me on the pasta.
Robert got
Oh, no.
the word fork. Alright? So he said
Here's the pasta.
he said he's gonna act like a fork as part of our game. So he said, I'm the pasta. And you're being a fork and you're picking up the pasta. Aren't you supposed to spin around? And put the fork into the pasta and then you gotta spin around, right?
But doesn't that hurt you?
No.
Because you're pasta, you feel things.
Oh, okay. So this is what we're gonna do, Robert. This is the challenge. Now that you're done now that you're done acting like a fork, your challenge to do after you solve your math problem is to only use the Legos that you have on the table here
And build a fork.
and build a fork. So you only have these 15 Lego pieces, and that's it, to try to build a fork. If you could do that, you get 1 point for the game.
Okay.
Alright, so Robert's gonna go ahead and build a fork now. Let's put it on the table
Wait,
though,
can
here, so
I use-
people can see what we're doing. You only could use those 15 Legos to build a fork.
Fork.
That don't look like a fork.
That's the only thing. They're square.
Well, you have more squares to do, right? So maybe we could do something like this. This is what Daddy's thinking.
Oh, I know. I
Oh,
know.
I know now. Excuse me. Oh, now you're thinking. So his challenge is to build a fork, and he could only use a maximum of 15 Lego pieces. He doesn't have to use all 15, but he has to only use 15. Maximum of 15.
This will look good for pasta.
Oh, awesome. So show everybody your fork so they could see it.
Oopsie.
Oop, you're eating your fork now. Oh, Maddie broke
I'm
your fork.
not eating
It's
the
okay, here, but I'll get this one.
I'm eating the pasta.
Cool.
That's not a fork.
You have to put the other piece on you have in your hand. All right.
It goes on the top.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. Awesome. So Robert now has a
Let's
fork.
get me some dinner.
Oh. You're eating your pasta. Ew, don't put that in your mouth. That's gross. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna hunt some fish.
You're gonna hunt fish with your fork now. Cool. All right, Robert, you ready to do another math problem now?
Yucky fish.
Yucky fish. Let's do another one now. Let's put the blue Legos to the side. Let's put your fork in.
Bye-bye.
Oh, bye-bye, you broke it. Okay.
Do I even need my forte?
We're gonna put these 2 cards to the side. Are you ready? 2 numbers? How many numbers do you want?
Cheetah.
How many numbers do you want? Alright, I'm gonna pick for you 2 more.
5.
That's a lot of numbers. Let's do 2 right now. You ready? Alright. I'm not gonna say anything. You now do this whole problem by yourself. Let's use different Lego pieces though, so maybe you could get different shapes when you build. Okay?
Okay, fine.
Awesome. So another plate. Okay. Now we're gonna use green plates. So Robert has 2 green plates. Because we have the number 2 there.
I know what it equals already.
Alright, so add them up. What is it?
5.
5. How'd you get that? Explain to us what you did to get that.
I learned that from preschool.
You learned that in preschool, okay, but tell us.
That's so easy.
You know, it's been a long time since
I didn't do any math. I just said 5. I knew it right in my
you did
head.
like a mental math, right? You knew it in your head by visualizing. Okay, but if you were teaching, like, for example, Johnny, right? Your cousin Johnny. If he doesn't know how to add, how would you teach him how to add? Tell us. What would you do?
I would use like blocks to show him.
Well, look, you have blocks here, so explain.
I would go. If he said how many is on the card, and he says 3 here, but there's 2, then I would say, look at the blocks. How many are there?
Okay.
Count. With
Okay,
your
so
fingers.
I'm gonna be Johnny, okay? So I'm counting the blocks with my fingers. 1, 2. Okay, now what do I do?
You say what it is.
It's 2. That's 2.
So then that's how you get it.
How did I get 5?
Oh, so then I say, what number is on the card?
I see a 3.
Okay. Now count it with your fingers. How many blocks are there?
1, 2, 3.
So then, in equal, visualize it this way. How many are there?
I'll visualize it together. So put them all together?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that the correct answer?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
No, it was 6.
Sit down. All right, bud. Look here. We got to get another card. Another building. Oh, you got me. All right, what are we going to do now? Pick a card. Any card.
Ooh, pick a card, any card. Ooh.
Boom. Okay, show it to everybody. See what it is.
What? I got ice cream? I knew it was going to say ice cream.
Okay, show
I know
me.
one thing's going to say horse.
So the word that Robert got here, we got ice cream. So Robert, what's your challenge now? What do you have to do?
Act like an ice cream. Okay, who's going to lick me?
Sit down so people can see your face.
Who's
Okay.
going to lick me? Yummy, yummy ice cream.
How about we just let you melt that and like, psh.
Hey, don't let me melt. Let me eat me. I would do anything.
Okay,
Eat
now let's build.
a ice cream.
Okay, but nope, not with those. Nope. That's not the challenge. You only could use these 5 green pieces to
Okay.
build an ice cream.
So can I use one of those? Can I use one of those?
Nope.
Ow. Okay, here's my ice cream.
But that looks just like your fork.
No, it's like, but my fork was like this, but then
Where's the ice cream cone?
there's no color. Oh, this is.
Holding what kind of ice cream is it? I'm sorry.
You didn't let me color it.
That looks like an ice cream sandwich, maybe.
Oh, you put this here.
Okay, so you're gonna use a different color, so we'll have to take one of those out of it.
Okay. So.
That'll be like an ice cream color. Don't eat the Legos, dude. It's funny how all of our cards are something with food, huh? Maybe with the next one we'll do, we'll have something
It's
with food.
gonna be hard.
All right.
The other one
See, that's
was a
why,
fork.
that's why, buddy, we should get some other Legos that aren't just plates. So that way you could draw different shapes and stuff with them. Okay? Alright. I think 2 cards are too easy for Robert. What does everybody else think? Yeah, they're too
Talk! They can't talk. Why don't they talk? Talk. Say something.
So we're gonna do 3 now. Robert's gonna be challenged with 3.
Ooh. 3. Monkey. Ah!
Silly boy. Alright. You ready? Ready? 1. Ooh, that one, you can have so many Legos on this game. Look at here. Look. So many Legos.
9.
4. And
16.
what?
I got 16.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think you need to check your math again.
No, I got money.
No.
I got a joker.
We're gonna put the jokers in there later, okay? Let's try. Get some Legos. 3 numbers you're gonna add together. Not too many. Just a little Legos, dude. Alright, there we go. Now we're getting different kind of Legos. Okay.
This one I'm gonna have to make a horse.
Well, maybe you can make 2 lines with them if you want.
I'm making a snake.
Oh, snake. And don't run into this line, okay? Make sure you keep your lines separate. So Robert is making a snake with his Legos.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are we putting that here?
9.
Okay, cool. We barely could see that on camera. Awesome. Now what's the next number?
My next number, magician, is 1.
1. Okay, keep going.
2.
2.
3. That's all.
Nah.
And a 3-line snake.
You're being silly. Look at the card.
Card, it says 3. See, look, this got erased. So it says 3.
Goofy.
Oh, now it says 1.
Alright, how many are there though? 4.
Let me do the honors. I'll do the honors.
You'll do the honors. Awesome. Next card.
Next card, 4.
I don't know what to do with you, dude.
Yeah, this one was 3. That was 4.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Alright, 5, right?
I'm doing the honors.
Do the honors and do it and put the right number. Alright, now Robert, this problem's a little bit more challenging than our other one, right? So how are we going to go ahead and do this one? What are we going to do here?
Okay, monkey bar.
No, sit down.
Okay.
Let's do the problem now. We have enough goofy.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
You need to use your fingers so everyone can see what you're doing.
16, 17, 18.
Okay, how'd you get 18?
I was just counting.
I know, what were you counting though? Tell us.
I already knew what 9 was. So then I
So you knew
took
those
away
9.
1. So then it was 10, 11, 12, 13. Because
Okay.
there are 3 now. And
So 9 plus 4 gave you 13.
1 betrayed them.
1 betrayed them. Okay. Oh, so
So he grew.
Robert, sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Monkey
Sit down.
bars.
Come on. Face up. Enough goofiness. So you actually did something new that you learned in school, huh?
I didn't learn that in school.
You learned that at home school because we just
No,
did
I learned it in my head.
that in your head. Okay. So you did something cool here. Look. Sit down properly.
What's cool?
Sit down straight. Sit down straight.
What's cool?
So you had 9, and then you said you took 1 away from here. He was a traitor, right? He betrayed his team, and he went to this side. So then that gave you 10, right? And then you did 10
Which
plus...
then they took over their kingdom and they went on their side.
so 10?
Which made them get 14.
So 10 plus 3 is 13, right? And then you added.
They took over that team, which gave them 5, which equals 18.
Good. So I gave you 18. So Robert was doing something cool here. He was grouping numbers to make a base of 10. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. No more jumping. So Robert did a group here of 10, and then he added the 3 to it, 13, plus 5 more, which gave him 18. All right, Robert, now you have a card here.
Okay.
Right? Pick a card, and you're going to build something out of those 18 Legos. Hopefully it's not food anymore, so you're not eating.
Car?
Awesome.
Oh, yum. I can still eat cars. I turned into a robot. I need engines.
Show us now. Show.
Royal.
Car. Build a car. Nope. You only get these 18 Legos to build a car.
Can it be a mini car?
It could be any car you want, but you could only use 18 Legos to build that
18
car.
Legos. I can build a limo.
A limo.
Stop copying me. Copy yourself.
Copy myself? How do you do that?
You copy yourself.
Alright, show us over here. They can't see what you're doing hiding back there.
That's my car.
No. That just looks like a
I'll
block.
put the wheels
I want to
on.
see an actual car.
I'll put the wheels on.
And show us on the camera here so we can actually see what you're making. I think they want to see what you're making. They liked your ice cream, but they can't tell what you're... Nope. 18 Legos here. What do you say? Excuse me.
Okay, this is my turtle.
Turtle. So you don't get a point in the game.
You scared me.
You lost a point.
No, I don't want to.
You gotta build a car. You gotta build a car if you want your point. Right now you have 2 points.
Okay, I built
the
a
fork
car.
and an ice cream.
This is my car.
So how does that car work? Explain to me.
It can fly.
Okay, show
It's a
us.
flying car in the future.
Tell me more.
It's Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. Okay.
Yay!
Cool.
Bye bye, Wild West.
I like that
I
car.
kept your hoverboard in the second movie.
Awesome. So you're done with that one now? All right, let's move the Legos to the side. Ooh. How many cards do you want now, dude? 2, 3.
You made the time machine go out of oil.
Oil?
Yes, you broke it.
Tell everybody on the camera. Tell them.
You broke
Alright.
the time machine.
Somebody said they love it when you're here and you're working on the project.
You broke the time machine.
You broke the time machine. All right, buddy, what are we going to do now? How many cards do you want to pick now?
0. My wish is 0. It's granted. Thank you.
I have a challenge after this one. We're going to make it harder for Robert. Because Robert knows how to add already. So we're going to do another challenging one.
Ooh. 10 and
10 and what?
6?
10 and 6.
16.
Okay, good. So Robert is ahead. Like I said, he already knows how to add. All right? So Robert, here, I got a challenge for you.
What's the challenge?
Look here.
Ah!
Instead of adding it up like this, we're going to change the game up a little bit.
A little bit. So
Instead
then
of...
if I get money for getting it right instead of points? Because the Joker has a money sign on it?
Oh, so Robert wants money now if he gets the problems right. Well, let's see. If you could get this problem right, then we will give you some money off camera. Okay? But you got to get this one right, and this one's going to be a challenge for you. We're not going to add the numbers anymore because it seems like adding up that way is too hard for Robert. So instead, we're going to do
5 cards.
Multiplication.
No! I don't know multiplication. I can't do anything.
Yeah, you can. You've done multiplication problems before. So,
I have.
so we're gonna try to do this. We're gonna do, well, let's do it with this hard one first, okay? Let's do 10 times 6.
10 times
10 times 6. So we're going to do, we're going to do 10 times 6, okay? So you're going to do 10 rows, and how many Legos are going to be in each row?
5. Oh, 10. Oh, 16.
No. Okay, so
Oh,
let's get,
6.
do you want the money or no? You're not going to get any
I
money.
want money. Ah.
So let's do this together. 1.
That's
Robert, help me out.
okay. I'll help you.
Okay, so we're going to do multiplication now, which is just a fast way of doing addition, right, Robert?
Yes.
So we're going to do 10 rows. So I'm making a rows for Robert. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And Robert, how many Legos have to be in each row? 6.
So then I have.
Wait, so we have one. How many Legos do we have in this row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do the next row. 1, 2,
And what is
3,
this for?
4, 5. Now
Okay, I
6.
get 10 minutes to guess if I get no money.
Well, here, bud. You gotta help me out set up this problem first.
Yes, and when
You know how you do the little dots on the paper?
Yes.
That's what we're doing here with the Legos.
Yes. No, I
But
have to.
keep them in a row, right? You gotta keep
Yeah,
them
they're
in a
in a
nice row.
row.
Awesome.
They're in a nice row. I got these.
You got it. You got it.
Now give me more bricks. What did I say about attached together bricks?
You didn't say anything about them.
So then no attached together bricks.
Keep them in a line.
I'm keeping them in a
No, it
poopy
didn't look
line.
like it. Can I help you out?
I'm fine.
Okay.
fine,
Look,
I'm fine.
you're not giving them the proper space to keep them separate.
Separate.
And now you need more Legos.
What's wrong with separate? Dun, dun, dun,
So we're not
dun,
worried
dun.
about color right now. We're just looking at number, okay? Don't mess up our rows. We're gonna have to start over.
Okay.
Okay. So color doesn't matter for us. We're just looking at our rows. Come on, help me out. Finish up. Finish up, finish up, finish up. Awesome.
Oh, I lost count.
Yeah, you lost count, but you're not helping me, that's why.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 30, 39, 34, 35,
Right, right.
39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, because it's 60
Knock it
rolls.
off. Okay. So what's 10 times 6? 60. Now, Robert, notice how you counted. You counted each one individually. But, Robert, how many are in each row? Like if we did this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Now you're making a card seat.
So what could you have also done? What would have been a faster way to count here?
Using twos. I mean 10.
Tens, using tens, right?
10,
So let's try to do
20,
that way.
40, 50,
So
60,
10.
70, 80.
No.
Oopsie.
You're not listening. Let's calm down. Time to calm down.
Mm.
Okay, wait. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, so
What?
take a deep breath. Another one. One more. You're still laughing. You're not settled down yet. No, look up. Look up. Look up. Look up. Okay. Breathe. No, breathe. Relax. Okay. Now open your eyes. You're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. So this is a technique I used when I was in a classroom whenever my kids were too rambunctious.
Too rambunctious. I'm too rambunctious.
Do you know what rambunctious means?
I'm too rambunctious. I'm too rambunctious. I'm too rambunctious. I'm too rambunctious.
I think Robert drank my 40 cups of coffee this morning is what it was. Okay, let's do
you
this.
get 42.
Okay, let's calm down. Breathe. Like this. Look, close your eyes.
Okay, then stop. Stop, let me show.
Take a breath with me. Relax. Because you're not counting right. You're not counting right.
40, 50,
You're not
60,
counting.
70.
Robert, look. You're not counting right. Remember we said that there were 10 in a row, right?
Yes.
So one row is 10. So you have to say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. That way you get to the same number, 60.
You said like this.
No,
10, 20, 30,
Nope.
40, 50, 40.
Would that give you the answer you got before? When you counted each individual one?
You told me to do that,
Okay, right.
Coach Michael.
Okay, ready? Okay. So, if you know to count by tens, each row is 10, 20, 30,
60.
40, 50, 60.
60.
And that is exactly the same number that you got when you counted them individually, right?
Individually.
Okay. So now we can go on to our card game right here.
Yay. Money?
And I was showing you the words.
Oh, yes.
Pick one. I'm going to mix them up. I'm going to mix them up.
I didn't know where they were.
Yeah, we got to do everything. Meditations lessons, math lessons, building lessons. Teachers always are multitasking. There's no such thing as easy days for teachers. All right, ready? Pick a card.
Time machine. I will
Pick a card. Ooh.
Airplane. That's the one I was going for.
Well, look, you got the one you were going for. So how many Legos do you have here to build an airplane?
60.
So build a big airplane. Go for it.
I
Go.
know it.
Make a big old airplane here.
A big old airplane. Wait, then how many people is that?
Big old airplane.
Okay.
Wrong deck.
Big
old airplane.
Big old daddy airplane. Oops, wrong.
Oh, now he's into it. Now he's building a cool airplane. Tell everybody how
It's
you're
a truck.
Tell everyone how you're building your cool airplane.
It's a truck.
Robert.
It's a truck.
Robert, come on, bud.
Okay, fine. I'm just building bricks.
Okay, let's be focused.
That's my advice.
Let's be focused on what we're doing, okay?
Yeah, I'm focused. I'm
So-
focused.
So what are you supposed to be making?
An airplane, which I'm doing.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for understanding.
Okay, get those hairs out of there. Okay.
No, you have a whole bunch.
You
Look
got-
at all these
You got a
hairs.
bunch of Coley's hairs there.
You have a whole bunch of your hairs.
Alright. So Robert is working on building his airplane now. He had 60 Legos to build. And the way we did that is we were not adding these numbers together. We weren't doing 10 plus 6 anymore. Now we were doing 10 times 6. So we switched over to multiplication. Cool. Is that like the hull of the airplane? The body part of the airplane?
Yes.
Awesome.
And this is where the cargo is, where they put the doggies.
Okay, so the doggies go in the cargo area?
With all the briefcases.
All the briefcases. Cool. I like that.
And they'll smell your dirty socks.
And they smell your dirty socks.
If they're strong, they can bust out the cage.
Oh, yeah? Cool. Alright, and then what are you going to make the wings look like?
Surprise. So don't look.
Surprise? Okay, I'm not looking. I'm going to close my eyes and do my breathing exercises. Someone said a business dogs transport plane and they like it. Well, show it up here. It's a secret from me. I won't look.
It's a secret for everybody.
It's a secret for everybody, but they want to see what you're building, Robert. They tuned in to see what you were making.
Expo, don't look.
I'm sorry, I'm cheating. I'm trying to give everyone else a clue because you won't share it with everybody else.
I'll share it when I'm done.
Okay, he's going to share it when he's done today. I'm not looking.
Don't ever look at this. I said don't look.
I wasn't looking. I'm looking at everybody else on the internet. I'm not looking at you.
You are. I don't. You do. Hey, you were peeking. Hey!
Alright, let's come back up here. That's too much.
No, you're gonna pee. I have to do my work up here.
Alright, so while Robert is working on his airplane, this is a good activity, like I was saying earlier, for kindergarteners and the beginning of first grade, because this is actually a first grade standard. So Robert leaving first grade, he's already done this multiple times, and I'm just taking a guess that he's done it just about every day in his class for the entire year.
Yeah.
So he's probably, he said yes under the table, but he's probably burned out a little bit on the addition of numbers. So we've actually been working with him on multiplying. And so he's just starting to learn to make the rows and the number of Legos in each row to count addition quicker. And so he counts by 2s now, 5s, 10s as methods of adding faster, which exactly is multiplication. Over here, bud. You gotta use the Legos over here.
Where is the fat pink one?
The fat pink ones. You can only use the ones. Robert, you gotta use these Legos. That's part of the rules. You're breaking the rules of the game.
This is a game that looks cooler. It's not gonna look cool.
Awesome. Alright, well, while Robert's doing that, I am actually going to do another multiplication problem here, just to show everybody at home what it would look like, again, with multiplication. So I'm going to pick 2 cards, and then we're going to flip them over. 2 and 7. So our job is to multiply 7 times 2, right? So I'm going to make 7 rows, keeping with our pattern that we did last time. 7 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm going to have 2 Legos in each row. So I have 1 Lego here. So I'm going to make 2 Legos. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So now you could see that it's going to be commutative the same way. I'm going to have 7 rows this way and 2 across, or you're going to have 2 rows with 7 in them, depending on which way you're looking at it. And then you could add them together. So he could count by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So the answer to this multiplication problem would be 14. Awesome. So keeping with our game, I am going to build something now because Robert's taking him forever to build his airplane over there. And he's not saying what the rules. Robert, pick a card for me. I'm going to make something out of the 14 Legos I have.
Here's your card.
Cool. I have to make a ring.
Oh, I already have a ring.
You already have a ring made. I'm going to make my ring. Let's see how I'm going to make a ring. Let's see. I'm going to try to do this around.
Very cool. That's what I'm married to.
Cool.
What am I married to?
I don't know.
Cool.
I don't know. I'm doing this, Robert. This is more fun for me right now.
I have my
So I am making a ring. So that's where I'm going to put my big finger.
These under here.
And then I need to make my diamond at the top. My diamond, diamond, diamond. Alright, let's try that again. I broke the base of my ring when I was putting my heavy diamond on the top of it. Awesome. Let's do that. And that. Like this. Again, getting the shape back. There we go. Put my big diamond on top. Robert, what you doing in there, man? We want to see your airplane. Cool. So I have my ring. Yes, the anticipation of Robert's project down there. We're all waiting eagerly for your project. In the meantime, I'm going to show everybody my ring. Robert, did you come up here to see my ring? So that's my ring. It's going to go on my big finger. There we go. My ring. It's a pacifier. No, it reminds me of those ring pops, those candy. The big candy on there. Look, Robert, I have a ring pop I made, but you can't see it because you're under the table, dude. Alright. So that's my ring. Alright, Robert, we're ready to see your airplane now.
I'm not ready building.
You got 5 seconds. And then we got to do one more problem. We actually have a couple more, but let's see. We got 2 more to do. 2 more. Okay, I'm going to count to 5 and we got to show your airplane off. Ready? 5, 4, 3.
Wait, are you counting backwards?
Yes, I'm counting backwards. You want me to count forward? Okay,
I'm done.
watch your head when you come back up. Hold up your head. Okay, can I hold it? They're counting down right for you, Robert. We have a countdown going on the chat. 5, 4, 3.
Hey, that's 2.
They're counting down, not me. They're ready to see it.
I'm not.
They're writing the number 2. 2, it's written. 1, we gotta wait for the 1. They're about to write 1. And he is back. Alright, tell us about your airplane here.
You know, like those airplanes that have these little propellers here?
Uh-huh.
I made them a propeller lander.
Oh.
So they're propellers, but they could land too.
So they like propel and then they could go the other direction and you could
It's like
land
a
with it.
helicopter.
Awesome. I like that. Everyone said nice. They really like your airplane, buddy. Alright, bud, we're gonna do one more and let's see what we're gonna build here. Oh, I think you're gonna like to build this one. Robert, I think you're gonna like to build this one here. Next
I am
poem.
helicopter.
Alright, bud. 2 more cards, ready?
Down.
Up. Crash. Boom. Which one are you going to do, Robert? Are you going to do multiplication or are you going to do addition?
Addition.
Okay, ready? So we should do 3 cards then, because addition's easy for you. Alright, ready? Let's flip them over. Flip, flip, flip. Flip, flip, flip. Come on. Here, while you do your addition, I'll fix this for you.
You know how it
I
is.
think I remember. And you'll get I'll get your approval. Alright, let's do this, please. Boom. 3, 5, and 5. Here, come on. Do the problem.
If it doesn't look the same, no.
Robert, do the problem.
It's
Not Robert.
that was backwards.
Okay.
This one was on the book. You really don't know
Robert,
how
knock
to
it
work.
off. Okay. You had it like that, right?
Yeah, and then this.
That's what I
No.
That's what I had.
And then this.
I thought you had it facing the other direction the first time. They said it is well worth the wait, Robert, and they really, really liked your reverse helicopter. They loved the way that it landed.
It was actually bad.
Oh, love you, buddy. And that one goes here. So we're just waiting for Robert to finish up his legs here, and then we're going to try to squeeze one more problem in here for us with how everything adds up. Cool. Now it looks good, right? He is so determined to get these last little propellers going, right?
Yeah, that's why nobody touches my stuff that I make that are really good.
Robert, we're starting to have a bad attitude though. We don't like that, okay? Alright, there we go. Now we got it done properly.
No.
Can I fix it? I know it now. Okay? Let's do that last math problem while I fix that for you how you had it. Okay? I'm going to make it stronger there. I know what you were doing now. Okay? They all face forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead, do that math problem for me.
What kind of bricks am I going to use?
Which ones do you want to use? You pick. Okay, you did so good, buddy. We're almost done. 2 more minutes. You got this. Alright. Look what I did here. So I put that on the bottom to help stabilize your legs so now they don't bend. Okay? Does that work? Okay. Now can we do this problem together? Easy problem. And then we're going to build something. This one's going to be cool too. I think you're going to like to play with this. Yeah? Well, I don't think we're going to get another problem done. It looks like Robert is off to doing his own building projects now. So, yeah.
Why don't you do any now?
I did one. I need your help though.
I need another one because I did all those.
Okay, well, I have this problem
I
here.
did ice cream, fork, car, and airplane. You just did one. one,
And
three.
then this one we're going to have snail. So I'm going to do the last problem. Oh, you want laptop?
I want laptop.
Okay, so you do laptop for me. Show me. How is this going to look? Nope, you can't build it yet. You got to solve it so know how many Legos to use. So you could do addition or you could do multiplication. You pick.
Addition.
Okay, so what's 3 plus 5? What's 3 plus 5?
8. 8. It's 8.
It's 8, right? So let's just put the Legos there so we know how many Legos we have to use. So let's do 3 Legos there, and let's do 5 here. 2, or do you want to do it like this? We could do 3, and then we do 5 little ones. 4, 5. There you go. Okay, now build your laptop. So Robert is going to build a laptop now using his 8 Legos. And Robert, I'm going to answer this question while you're doing that, okay? The question was, I wonder if we could apply this exercise for division and beyond. Absolutely, there are various exercises that you could do with the Lego bricks. We have them in the brick playbook. There's actually a couple of division activities in there as well. But of course you can mix and match with the cars. You could do divisions with them. You could actually even do fractions if you did like a 5 divided by 3. That would then give you an improper fraction, which you could then divide out to make it whole numbers and a proper fraction. So there are different math activities you could do. I think this activity would also be more fun if you had additional kids. So it would have been nice if Johnny was here today, because then they could have made a game out of it to compete to see who could have done it quicker. They could have had a challenge to see who could make the best car or ice cream. And by adding that competition in there, it could have been better. So maybe if I reflect on what I did today, and I look at it, and I did this again with Robert, I would consider maybe if I did it with him, so we both had a challenge to do, and that way we could have competed to get the task done. Do you think that would have been more fun, Robert? If we made it like a game challenge, you versus Daddy, to see who could solve the problem quicker?
Laptop.
Show it to everybody. They want to see your work. Awesome. Tell them what it is.
It's a laptop,
Not me,
which
tell
is
them.
a computer.
It's a laptop, which is a
A
computer.
computer.
Awesome. I like your laptop a whole bunch. That's pretty cool. Also, another thing is, I'm on here doing a stream for an hour long with, how old are you now, Robert? 7. So doing any activity for an extended period of time with young kids like this is going to be a challenge. Again, I think I mentioned it in an earlier video of mine that I would recommend doing activities for 15 minutes. So you see how I had his attention for 15 minutes with it? Maybe even 20 I got out of him. And then we started losing the focus and got distracted to other ways. So if you're doing this at home with your kids, your students, during homeschool time, I would say do about 15-20 minutes and then take a break with it. Come back a later time, change the activity up so that way they don't get bored of doing the same thing over and over again. Right, Robert?
I made this into a video game.
Yeah.
Video game arcade.
Cool. All right, well, Robert, our hour is done. Do you want to say bye to everybody?
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you for joining us today. We will be back here again next Friday. And 2-Bit Circus Foundation will be back on Monday with another live stream at 10 a.m. Thank you for joining us today. Have a great weekend, and we will see you back here on Monday.